Well, Levi Simpson, of course, riding in that 20X saddle from Frontier Western Shop. We're back to Brian Bain in the bareback riding, and here he is going after. Remember, we talked about we had one to go in the bareback riding. Here's Brian Bain, and the horse he's got is Red Line from the Outlaw Buckers. All right, steps out of there after his 8 seconds of work. Brian Bain, who's been so successful here before, Redmond, Oregon cowboy.
He's a tough cowboy. Clint Lay was on top until this ride. That's a nice horse right there from the Outlaw Buckers, and that horse was fast. That's one of the things the Wrangler officials look at, is how many bucks in that 8 seconds. That might earn you more points as long as we don't run over our Wrangler officials down there.
Well, he's going to be in with 81.5 is the score for Brian Bain, so that's going to be certainly solid, but maybe not quite enough to get him there this time around, where Clint Lay is now official as our champion.
Well, that is great. Who got that one right, Dave? That was my pick in the bareback riding.
All right, we're going to stay at the Buck and Shoots and continue the action on right now in the saddle bronc riding as we get ready. And Court Shear, Knife Money is the horse.
Knife Money is not the horse. This cowboy is spurring on. This is the horse called Bar Star from the Outlaw Buckers. And our cowboy exits stage left. Good Lord, you don't buck that Wrangler National Finals competitor down like that. Hats off to Outlaw Buckers tonight.
Well, Bar Star, as you commented, just an outstanding horse. And let's take another look and see what happens here to Court Shear, because this is total surprise. Uncharacteristic of this guy, because he looks like he's in good shape, but kind of got tipped around to the left side as that horse went right, and he came down prematurely. Not Court Shear like at all.
Well, we'll be watching for him at the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo this year. Court has been doing well all year long. He's twice been to the Wrangler National Finals. Won round 2 there last year. We always enjoy his performance. There's a measurement of the rain coming right there.
Yeah,
for this cowboy.
Yeah, exactly what he's doing right there. And this is Curtis Carton of Lake Charles, Louisiana. He's got Outlaw Buckers bucking horse called Calling Card. Let's watch what he does right here. Now, we talk about the measurement of that rein, Doug. It's very important because take too short a rein, depending on the way the horse carries his head during the ride, you can get pulled down over the head, maybe stepped on in the process. Too long a rein, out the back door.
Cowboys say that you lift on that, and that's actually what keeps your body down inside that saddle. This cowboy's actually from New Zealand. This was my pick to win tonight. Now we're showing you good spurring strokes. We need to get to the front end, however. Hang in there, cowboy. Look at the size of that horse, David. Wow.
That was not easy.
No.
That was not easy. As Curtis Carton came in here at 81.5 Calling Card, that was a tough, tough horse to ride, but he got there. You watch him right here on this replay, and man alive, that horse goes left, then right, then back left again. A whole lot of movement from that horse, and as a result, he's in at 78 points to go with the 81.5 he had. So we're at 159.5 for Curtis Carton.
I don't think that's going to stand up. That's the New Zealander, and I think he's out of contention for the buckle tonight.
Well, Brad Rudolph has been the champion here before. In fact, he's our defending champion. As Brad Rudolph gets ready, comes in at 78.5, so he's got some ground to make up on our leaders up there at 84 points. He's got quitting time from the Outlaw Buckers.
You bet. One of our Outlaw Bucker partners, Chad Byrne, bought this horse last year at the Las Vegas Bucking Horse Sale. This horse is actually from South Dakota. Last year, Brad was 88 to take his buckle home last year, so we'll see if it continues. Cowboys got this horse spotted down inside. Watch for the initial contact rule. Watch for the heels of those boots out over the points of the horse's shoulders. It's the first thing our Wrangler officials look for. Our cowboy says, just wait a minute. You can see Jim Keltz ride up there on that pickup horse, and the idea is the bucking horse looks out, sees another horse calmly standing there. The idea is to calm the horse down a little bit. And hats off to our camera people. Look at this. Let's ride.
All right, going to work right here. Look at this horse kick. I mean, this is a nice bucking horse, and Brad Rudolph doing a nice job on the horse. I like that matchup a whole lot. Quitting time, just never quit. And neither did Brad Rudolph. Wow, that was nice.
This might be his lucky arena. Turn on out of there, and that cowboy has this rein just right. Throws it out there every jump. Great spurring strokes. Right back to the cantle on that saddle. Missed a little bit right there. Steps on off. Ouch. That's the way I would come off right there.
Well, he's in at 80.5 points to go with his earlier 79.5, so we're going to give him about 160 on 2 right now, and the early lead here in the Bronc riding. I don't know that that's going to hold up, 160 on 2.
Well, last year's champion of the #1 spot. This is his lucky arena.
This is Todd Herzog of Penhold getting ready now. He's got Vold's Moving Shadows, a 5 times Canadian Finals bucking horse, and been to the national finals as well as Moving Shadows from the Vold firm. 13-year-old Brown Gelding. And Todd Herzog, I really like what this guy has done. Now, this horse right here bucked off Luke Butterfield, our defending Canadian champion, last week in Innisfail.
Todd's just sliding his feet into the stirrups. We love to watch this cowboy ride. This guy is great with his Bronc rein. He'll throw it out there at the horse, expose himself a little bit to the horse. He's one of the quickest cowboys to get that spurring stroke going. He always checks to make sure that he's got those feet down over the points of the horse's shoulders. Todd Herzog and Moving Shadows. This horse has been to the Wrangler National Finals as well. Now that's that look of determination. Outside. Looking good. Whoa!
You know what? That's about a replay of what happened 1 week ago at Innisfail at the 53rd annual Danes Ranch Rodeo with Luke Butterfield aboard. This horse has thrown off a couple of pretty good cowboys in back-to-back weeks.
He got out of there in good shape, too. Whoa. Horse stutter stepped just a little bit. Too bad for Todd Herzog tonight. You see the look of disappointment right there. It's not a time for an infield interview with that guy, Dave.
No, he's probably not going to want to talk to the likes of us for a little while, and I don't blame him. There's so much at stake right here at Wainwright. You want to win. You want to do your best. He did. It just wasn't good enough on this night.
Well, we hope 2013 is his 5th qualification for the Canadian Finals Rodeo.
All right, let's go to Katie Lucas right now.
Well, guys, a little bit more about the bronc riding. Rhythm and style are key in this event. Cowboys must abide by the spur out rule, keeping their spurs above the point of the horse's shoulder until the front feet hit the ground on the first jump out. Each and every jump after that, the cowboy tries to beat the horse to the ground or have his feet up above the point of the shoulders before the horse's front feet hit the ground to get a high score from our judges.
All right, Medieval Knievel is actually the horse from the Vold firm that Luke Butterfield has. Luke Butterfield of Pinoca, he comes in here at 81. He's our reigning Canadian champion, so you know that Luke Butterfield can make the ride. Let's watch this.
This is a very solid horse to the Canadian Finals Rodeo every year since 2007. Holds those feet for 2 jumps, and now we go to work. He's a little loose.
Boy, oh boy.
That is disappointing.
That is disappointing, and it is surprising because I kind of felt like Luke Butterfield was going to get the job done here on Medieval Knievel from the Vold organization, a Canadian Finals horse, but a Canadian champion. Starts real good. Right there, everything looks good. Again, move to the right, cowboy goes left.
Too bad. He steps back on up to the buck chutes. We got another cowboy cinching his saddle down on top. He's got the measurement of the bronc rein done right there. Paint horse inside this time. That's a big horse in there, Dave. Our cowboy measured everything up.
Well, we're just checking to see who that is. Is that Chet getting ready? No, that's Taos. Okay. All right, Taos Muncie getting ready. Well, here's a guy that we chose right off the top, and we talked to him right off the top. Taos Muncie getting ready on Eclipse. This could be awfully good because a 2-time world champion and Canadian champion. And Eclipse, 2010 Canadian champion bucking horse. Love this matchup right. And he does look a little bit like Chet Johnson. I'll tell you what, there is a little look-alike going right there. Taos Muncie getting ready.
The horse is feeling a little wild inside the buck chutes tonight. We've got some great handlers here. Then we get that horse handled. The horse is kind of crouching inside the buck chute, and we see that from time to time. These are wild horses. Cowboys will loosen the saddle off, maybe move the horse ahead a little bit. The idea is to let the horse relax, give the cowboy an opportunity to get on. Those feet over the points of the horse's shoulders. Now, that is something that is very tough to do, David. Did you ever ride saddle bronc horses? Do you know about this?
Well, not a whole lot. No, I didn't get on a whole lot of those. Kind of try to concentrate on the bareback riding. But, hey, I think we're going to move anyways up one chute and find out who's getting on in that chute. All right, as we get ready, it's Will Smith of Marshall, Missouri. Lunatic Party from the Outlaw Buckers.
Oh, they bought this horse, I tell you, at the National Finals bucking horse sale as well. This horse is born and bred to buck. Watch this. This one is wild. Stay on top, Cowboy. Around, look at the Cowboy go. Well, that's not the normal type of trip that we have come to expect from that horse. Our Dodge boys, Gary Rempel this time sets our Cowboy down on the ground.
Well, you kind of watch Lunatic Party right here. You take a look at it, and right there, the horse just kind of jumping and not really kicking very much. And that kick is so important, both in terms of allowing that Cowboy to get that good spur lick going. However, you know, because of the spur lick that he did get going, he checks in at 82 points, and it's good enough right now for the lead at 163 and a half.
Good for Will. First time to the Wainwright Stampede. He'll be back again.
Well, now we're going back to Taos Muncie as we get ready for him. Eclipse is the horse that we talked about. I don't think we're going to have anything to worry about right here. This matchup is made in heaven. Taos Muncie and Eclipse. Look at that. Oh, my. Look at that paint horse. I mean, get high in the air, kick out behind. Taos Muncie doing what Taos Muncie does. You know, he didn't win those world titles and the Canadian title with smoke and mirrors. He did it with rides just like that.
That might be the best spurring stroke we've seen all night long. Look at those legs extend up into the horse's shoulders. He beats the horse to the ground every time.
How about this? 87 points for Taos Muncie. We talked about it. We knew exactly that matchup. How about you and me picking the overall matchup of the night so far? Looking okay. I hope our producer's listening.
I don't think it'll happen again, Dave. That's what you call beginner's luck.
Yeah, I
right
think
there.
you're right. Yeah, but we're going to rest on our laurels right now.
Look at the smile on his face. And he's a Cowboy in and out of the arena. Cowboy all the time.
Well, and you know, Katie talked to him earlier, and he talked about wanting to come to the Canadian Finals Rodeo where he's been a champion, and of course a couple of National Finals Rodeo championships as well. He's a world titleist, and that is Taos Muncie. All right, we get ready right now. There's Chet Johnson. Chet Johnson from Douglas, Wyoming. He's got awesome. This was my guy that I picked in the Bronc riding. And I'll tell you something right now. Chet Johnson's been a Canadian champion, and he is on a roll right now. He is so hot. He's #1 in Canada. Chet Johnson, awesome. This is an awesome matchup.
Let's go. Oh, hang on. Good Lord. Dave.
Well, I guess I have to admit that when I took Chet Johnson, you did say to me, I think this horse just might throw him off, and you were right. And look at how hard that horse bucks. Man, oh man, that's not an easy guy to throw off. And right there, awesome, put him on the ground. Tough break for Chet.
Awesome is awesome, and the Cowboys will tell you that that horse gets stronger with every jump. What a great horse. Wrangler National Finals horse. That horse is an award-winning, highly decorated horse, and should be.
And Chet Johnson with that characteristic smile, always in place, whether he wins or loses. You got to love that guy. No score on this occasion, however.
Whenever he comes to Canada, it seems like the Cowboy can do no wrong. He won Lee Park 2 weeks ago, won Innisfail last weekend. Great Cowboy.
Well, let's stay with the world champion theme right now as we get ready for Chad Furley, Ulrich, South Dakota. He's got power supply from the Vold organization. 2006 world champion Chad Furley. You know, you want to sit around the campfire and just talk bucking horses and talk rodeo with somebody. This is a great guy to do that with. A really cool guy and knows rodeo, loves rodeo, and rides bucking horses rather well.
If you want to be judged by the people you hang around with, this is the guy you stand beside. You're exactly right. A horse called Power Supply tonight from Wayne Vold. 8-year-old Sorrel Gelding, a horse that's been to the Canadian Finals Rodeo. Everybody says this is a great horse. The Cowboys just trying to get that left leg down over the side of this horse. Great shot down inside. Let's go. Power Supply will take you to a money-earning ride. We are wild and western on out there. That's the world champion in the house. He's done his part. A full 8 seconds on the back of that horse.
Well, and we're chasing that 168 on 2 of Taos Muncie. That's what we're trying to catch. That was a nice effort, I thought, right there by Chad Furley, another one of those world champions doing what a champion does, just going out there and making a good bucking horse ride. Real good, in fact. Let's see how he fared in the eyes of our officials. He's in with 81 points. He had 82 coming in, so he's at 163 on 2 head is Chad Furley.
That's a great shot from the back. We could see how high and how hard that horse kicked during the ride. Back as our Cowboys prepare, get ready for our next man. Those association saddles are designed specifically just to ride bucking horses. Notice there's no saddle horn on there. Probably a good thing.
I would think that would be a really good thing. All right. Tyrell Larson, Inglis, Manitoba, getting ready. Now, he's got 84 points coming in. So let's take a look at our leaderboard. We know that 168 on 2 is winning it right now. That's Taos Muncie. This guy's got 84 points. If he can be 84 and a half or higher, he could be the champion. Now, let's talk a little bit about Tyrell Larson and pick up the horse that he's got.
52 pickup, actually. That's the brand number on the horse. That's the name they've stuck on this horse. Ranch-raised horse from the Outlaw Buckers. Red roan, solid horse. Tyrell has been hot over the last while. He's been winning on both sides of the 49 parallel. He's working on his master's degree in business administration right now.
Well, you know, you talk about a lot of our cowboys, very intelligent guys, and looking forward to life after rodeo. Some of them are making good preparations in that regard. But right now, Tyrell Larson is concentrating on one thing. He wants to ride this horse, 52 pickup, and make a whole lot of money. 84 and a half or more would take him to a championship right here at the Wainwright Stampede Battle for the Buckles, and he's making a nice bucking horse ride. I like that a whole lot. Tyrell Larson, I don't know if you're going to win it or not, but I liked what you did.
That is a pretty roan horse right there. Looks like we've got him down, and he's all right. We'll take a look back at the replay of the ride. I didn't see much wrong with this ride at all. Now, there's the heel contact. We could see that for 2 jumps, and then the cowboy goes to work. Even spur strokes on both sides of that horse. That horse was testing his ability. That horse kicking up with every jump. How did the Wrangler officials like that one, Dave?
Right here.
All right, he's in at 81 and a half, so he's 165 and a half on 2, good for second place. But Taos Muncie did exactly what we anticipated he might. He's our champion, and Katie Lucas is ready to talk to him right now.
Well, Taos, we spoke to you earlier, and just as expected, you're the winner of the Wainwright Pro Rodeo. Tell me about your ride.
Man, I was excited to have that horse, and that horse really bucked right out of there, and felt like I was going to sit on a foot, but they came out just in time, and I got him rode barely, but it worked out.
Explain that for some of our viewers. Sitting on your foot, what does that mean, and what does that do to a ride?
Yeah, usually them horses, they'll send your feet back, and you'll get them hung in the cantle sometimes, and that horse is so big and strong, he really sends your feet, so they went past my cantle, and so I had to try to get them back down there, and luckily it came out.
Well, tell me about the rest of your season then, and how this is going to affect it.
Yeah, anytime you can get a win and stuff, especially right before the 4th, you know, it's, this is a real important week for us. A lot of rodeos, a lot of money up, so it's good to get off to a good start.
Well, congratulations, Taos. Back to you.
Thank you.